Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
A carry here for the big tight end. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll run it here. And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Green 39! Green 39!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll set up a throw. Caught. Safarian-Jenkins, right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Here's a give to Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, here's Miller. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They run. Abdullah. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Amir Abdullah. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here we go. White 90. White 90. Cut.
Now back to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play here for the Bills. 43 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a handoff to Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Set! B-19!
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. David Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will extend their lead. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit. It
does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They can't tackle it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
On 3rd and short to give it to tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that'll set them back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Again, it's Miller. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it again with Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Hut.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41.
Ohio. Ohio.
They'll drop the throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A very solid gain of 27.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Here we go. What? None.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Bills getting set to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And on the ground they go with the running back. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Dorsett on the return. Look at the dance and the juke. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Hot. Hot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. New England on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Ohio. Flex round.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Grind 38. Grind 38.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And the pitch goes to Miller. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Bills on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Powers through. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over first and 10. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
What? 90. What? 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. They'll look to throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Bailey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mendoza. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Casey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Watching that, Barney!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. Miller with 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. Returnable for Dorsett. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So the Patriots coming out now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there at 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Flex round! Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Pick it up!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw here's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Back to throw here. Going for a right side here, complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd?
Flex round. Flex round.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
We got three. Three down. Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Complete to Dorsett. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL.
All right, here we go.
Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. Miller with 1st down and more. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Here we go now.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.